Hey everyone, I'm back. So today is gonna be more of like a chill video. I really don't know what I'm gonna talk about, but it's a little mukbang, a little vegan mukbang, because a lot of people kind of get curious about what I eat, and so I figured I'll just make something that I normally eat and just talk to you guys. So I have corn with coconut oil, Himalayan salt, and pepper. These little vegetable pot stickers. I had a couple because I was like hungry when I was getting ready. And hummus. Hummus is like my new obsession. Oh, my throat feels so dry. I tried it like this week and I already finished like one whole tub of these. And this is my second tub. I didn't think I was gonna like it so much. This is really fucking good. Like, look how much dip I put on there. This shit is so good. And these pot stickers are from Trader Joe's. And they take like 10 minutes to cook or less. And they're really fucking good as well. And this corn is also from Trader Joe's. And it's also really fucking good. I'm gonna play some music. I hope you guys can still hear me if I play music. So I kind of got this idea from watching Trisha. I don't know if you guys watch her, but she is like the queen of mukbangs apparently. I eat with my hands. I hope you guys don't think that's gross. I like switch from my hands from the fork. I wish I had someone with me. I feel like this would be easier. But I actually think I know what I'm going to talk about. So, I went to the park today and I read a little bit of this book. It's kind of hard for me to read. I kind of have to get outside of the house. And so that's why I went to the park. But a bunch of spiders kept like fucking falling on me, and then this like moth fell on the book, and so I was like, you know what, fuck this, I'm going home. So I didn't get to read that much. But I've been reading this book, Awaken the Giant Within. And it looks super old because it is super old, but it's pretty cool because when he's talking about stuff that like, he's like, oh, 10 years ago, and it was like in the 80s, and this was made in the 90s, so it's pretty cool. It's kind of like going back in time. And I got it for $4 because it's so old. And this is my goal journal. I'm super proud of it, as you can tell. I made it like 2 years ago, and it's so weird. It's so weird because when I first made this, I was like going through kind of a hard time, and I was kind of like looking at my friends and just thinking like, why am I friends with these people? I kind of don't really like these people, and they don't really seem like they're my friends. Like, they're just disrespecting me left and right, so I gotta start cutting some people off. And so I was like really in my head around this time, and so I got this journal and I decorated it, and I got the idea from Brittany Renner because she has a goal journal, and I was thinking I should do the same. And so when I started it, I said I pretty much said that in this goal journal I want to find out like what's in my subconscious, my heart, and I want to acknowledge the things I've done wrong and what I can fix about myself. And what am I going to do to fix those things, and who I should keep in my life, who I should not keep in my life, and why, for those reasons. And I also want to write down my goals and what I expect out of life. I know me and life are not perfect, but I'm looking for peace of mind, body, heart, and soul. Good luck on your journey. I love you. And then I put like a little quote right here. And it says, what you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals. Ooh. And this was in July 31st, 2016. And it's really weird how like things happen, the timing of things, right? Because July 31st, that was a couple weeks before I was roofied and raped. So this was before that. And then my second journal entry was like a week after that. And honestly, I think that happened for a reason. I want to make a whole video about that, because I did have a video about it, but I actually ended up finding out some more stuff about it afterwards. And then I was going through more things afterwards, and so I'm gonna make another video about it. But pretty much in the second one after that happened, I wrote about how like Mexico was great and how I really didn't think about a lot of things that because that happened. And then like that was the night before I went to Mexico. I already had my tickets, so pretty much like that happened. Then I got home, like I wasn't even trying to think about that. And then I just packed my bags, because my bags weren't packed yet, and then I just go to Mexico for a week, and that was it. And I didn't think about it at all until like we touched down and we got in the car and we're on our way home, and I like had like a flashback about it, and like tears are coming down. So I was writing pretty much how when I was in Mexico I really didn't think about anything. I was like happy and stuff like that. And then the second page is pretty much just like a little collage, because I love collages. Yeah. I guess take a good look at it. I kind of wanted to show you guys this because I don't know if I already mentioned this, but because some people know I have a goal journal and they kind of get curious about what's in it. And so I would read them my journal and stuff, and then hopefully they started it. But I thought it was kind of interesting that like a couple people would like ask me about it, and I didn't feel like I ever really talked about it that much. So I don't know if you guys are curious, or if you guys want to start like a goal journal of your own. I really love it. And it's weird that like, I'm sorry, that I started it like right before that happened, because my intention with this book was like for things to like change in my life in a positive way. And that was something like very, very negative, something that like affected me a lot. But a lot of positive things, like more blessings have came from it than bad. But I'm gonna have to get into that, because that was like crazy, and my heart really goes out to the people who have gone through that, because luckily, you know, I didn't have any thoughts about like killing myself or anything like that. But I mean, I went through like some depression. I definitely went through like, it was like that, and then I went through like a crazy rebel phase, and then I just had a lot of people around me in LA who just loved me like unconditionally, and I felt that, and it was so different than what I've had or grew up with here in Sacramento. So that definitely helped with my healing process. I think that making YouTube videos helped with my healing process. But I still think about it sometimes, and I still think about like just all the people who have gone through that or are going through that. It's kind of like, it kind of seems like you get forgotten, like when you go through something like that. And like sometimes people find out, and it just kind of seems like they forget, and it stays in your mind. It stays in your mind, and it like sucks. But you're not alone if you go through it. You know, sometimes you just gotta move and do something crazy, and that's, you know, what life is about, you know, changing with the seasons. I'm trying to find some other cool stuff I have in here.
I don't know, but I feel it coming. Might be so sad, might leave my nose running. I just hope you know.
Okay, I don't know what I could do to you guys in here. I have like tattoo ideas in here. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but I love that song. Oh, and it says "Don't Give Up" right here. Hopefully it was. Yeah. Oh, it's so cold over here. How's everyone's 4th of July? My 4th of July, I didn't think it was gonna be like good. I was like, I'm probably gonna be in my room the whole time. You know, it was all my mom's friends that were coming over, and I always feel kind of like weird around them, especially because like, you know, I don't know. It's a lot of like church people too, and yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like they're not like being super authentic, just because, you know, when you're trying to be good all the time, especially because you're so involved in church, it can kind of feel like routine-ish, or you're trying to be so good all the time that, you know, you forget that you have emotions and you can be your authentic self, and it just kind of seems like they're not being their authentic selves all the time. So I can't be my authentic self. But it was actually really fucking good because a lot of family came, and they haven't seen me, I think, like since before that accident, most of them. So it was like a little reunion. It was cool. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you guys the last little entry I had today. It looks really cute. I like to put stickers and like different colored pens, and this is called Pain and Pleasure, and I got the idea from the book that I read from Tony Robbins, and this is just like a little quote that's in there. So I love quotes. But it says, "But if we fail to direct our own associations to pain and pleasure, we're living no better than animals or machines, continually reacting to our environment, allowing whatever comes up next to determine our direction and the quality of our lives. We're back in a box, as if we are a public computer with easy access for lots of amateur programmers." I really like this quote because it's kind of like saying that, you know, you can't just let anything that comes your way affect your life, because there's always going to be like negativity thrown at you, or just something's going to happen, and you can't let it really determine the quality of your life. You got to just, you know, surpass those things and just do whatever is in your heart, and just let that be the main focus, because that should determine the quality of your life. And it's also more positive. And, you know, we're all trying to be more positive. And then so I wrote down that quote, and then on the bottom I kind of wrote down like where, well, I guess I'll just read it. It says, "Right now I'm not sure what I think, what I link pain and pleasure to, mostly because lately I've been more of a right and wrong mentality instead of pain and pleasure. If I were to live by pain and pleasure, it would be that I get pleasure by helping others in the way that I wasn't helped, or helping people that are grateful and went through things that make them feel alone, and help them understand that they are never alone. It also causes me pain that people go through this. They don't have to go through all this pain, especially for so long." Yeah, very true. A lot of us go through pain, and you never really know what someone else is going through. I have this aunt who, well, she's my godmother, and I remember I was going through like a really hard time in middle school. I went through like depression, like for a year. I was like socially awkward. Like, it was a really tough time in middle school. Looking back, it's kind of like crazy. And I wasn't myself, like, at all. And no one really acknowledged it. Maybe people realized it, but no one really acknowledged it. Like, literally no one. Not me, not nobody. And this lady who ended up being my godmother years later because of this one moment. Oh yeah.
Just look in the mirror, look in the mirror. No one's gonna save you now, so you better save yourself.
I was going through like a really hard time. No one noticed. I really wasn't even acknowledging my feelings. I've said it before that I have a hard time doing that, and when I was younger, especially then. So I remember I went on vacation to my grandma's house for the summer, like going into high school, so 8th grade going into freshman. And my cousin lives with my grandma, or lived with her at the time, and his girlfriend. And so I was just with them the whole summer, and it was like so much fun. Like I just forgot about everything, and I like came back myself because I was used to being like myself like every day, and like just like being away from problems every day. So that's kind of how I got the idea to move to LA, because like you when you leave, you do forget all your problems because you're not around the same people at all. You're not in the same environment. Like nothing's the same. So your mentality also changes, obviously, and your mood changes and stuff. So I come back, and we're having a picnic with with my godmother, who was just my mom's friend at the time. And like we knew each other, but like we never talked, you know, we never talked. So that was even more weird. And you know, we're there, and I'm like talking. She was like, "Oh, this is so nice. Like, you know, before you were a little bit more like not so talkative. Now you're like more like, you know, happy, outgoing, and stuff like that." And then she said that, and I was like stuck, like, oh shit, you're right. Like I didn't even realize that, like how miserable I was before, and then when I came back, how happy I was. So yeah, I always tell people, like whenever they tell me like that they're not happy, I'm like, just move. That's my solution to everything. I wonder if you guys could hear the music. It's pretty low though. I feel like I'm kind of energetic, but I'm also like really tired because I went on a super long walk this morning, and I literally like just like kind of got a little ready and started the video. Oh, and I cooked. This is really good. You should try this. So I did my hair and my makeup a little different today, and I kind of like it. I think I'm gonna do something today. This corn's okay, but I love butter. Like I used to put like so much butter, so much spoonfuls of butter. But it's not vegan, I didn't know that. So this is okay. Never going back home. Oh my gosh, it's like 2, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna take a nap after this. Do people still take naps? I feel like it used to be like such a normal thing, and then like little by little it wasn't. Like I feel like it's so frowned upon now. Or for my mom it is. She doesn't take naps. She doesn't like it when I take naps. But on another note, guys, this hummus is really fucking good. Gonna lie, sorry I'm faded. Ooh, let me show you guys a song. I love showing people songs, so this song I've been so obsessed with, or actually this artist I've been obsessed with, and I don't know what song I'm gonna play. Kind of like this one. This was actually the first song I heard from her, so. And I think she's from the UK. I love artists from the UK, like rappers, singers, because you kind of like tell like when they sing or rap, and it like sounds really fucking cool to me. It's like, and you don't hear it often either, so yeah. gonna put it right here.
I don't need you to love me. I love myself. I don't need you
Oh my
to
god, this is
want
so
me.
burning.
You're wanting someone else. I don't need you to worry. I can worry about myself, and I'll be okay. I'll get out your way. I don't know when you decided your friends were in this relationship too. Please let me understand why I've got boys acting like men, telling me do.
Like what you've been up to.
Oh, why can't you just be true?
I don't need you to love me. I can love myself. And I don't need you to want me. And you're wanting someone else.
I don't need you to worry. I can worry about myself, and I'll be okay.
Oh my gosh. So, I feel like my life isn't as exciting as it used to be. I don't even know what to talk about. But I don't really do much. I honestly cut a lot of people off since I moved back. Like, I used to always be like hanging out with people, and like now it's like that is not an interest of mine at all. Sometimes I do get like bored, and I'm kind of like, oh, like I want to hang out with someone, but then I do hang out with someone, and I'm like, this is, I'd rather be home. So it's always like a little battle. But what have I been doing? I've been doing a lot of like spiritual stuff, like spiritual baths. I have this candle right now that I got at the vitamin store, but it's like a chakra candle, and it's also like for positive vibes. So like when I bought it, it was like for like higher vibrations, and like I feel like I'm like, whenever I'm happier, obviously I have higher vibrations, so that's why I got it. And then I read it, and it was like for the throat chakra, to open up your throat chakra, help you, you know, when you're talking and stuff. So I kind of like to have it when I have, you know, when I'm making a YouTube video or whatever. Guys, this hummus is really fucking good. People would talk about hummus all the time, and I thought they were like over exaggerating, but no. This is really good. I didn't know what I was gonna replace like dairy with. Like, I put this on my bread, I put this on my chips. You can do a lot of shit with this, so I love it. It's like my new like sour cream or something. And I've been doing hot yoga for like less than a week, but I feel so good. Like, I don't have a gym membership anymore, so I can finally work out, and it's hot yoga, so I'm like literally sweating. And oh my gosh, the last time I went, yesterday, I'm gonna go later today, but fucking yesterday, it's like every time I go, there's like different people, like there's different instructors, even if I go like at the same time. So yesterday I went, and there was like this like old man in front of me, probably like 65, 70 years old, and he was wearing shorts, and we get in this position where we're on our stomachs, and I like, you know, you have to look up to have like a level head, and I look up, and his balls were out, like all the whole sack was out, like on the side of his shorts when he was laying on his stomach. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't even know what it was at first. Maybe it was like so hot, and I was like tired, and I was like, what is that? And I was like, oh my god, it's a ball. And the lady next to me, like, she was like next to me but like in front, so like it seemed like she would have been able to see it too, which is what I was thinking. And she left early, and she left like kind of like pissed off, it seemed like when she opened the door, you can like tell. And I knew why. So gross. Why would you go to yoga in loose shorts without any underwear? Like, ugh. It was pretty funny though. I feel like it was like on an episode of Friends or something. Like something like that would have happened. Oh, something like that did happen on Friends. But it was Phoebe's boyfriend. I love Friends. Oh baby, can you hold on? Oh baby, can you hold on for me? My chest looks so red. I hope I didn't get sunburned. I wonder how the hummus will taste with the corn. Well, I think that's all I really have to talk about. And I'm pretty much done eating, so I hope you guys like my first mukbang, and I hope you guys like it. I hope I wasn't like all over the place, because I was all over the place. But I'm hungry and tired. And I hope you guys like the music selection. I might start like doing that, but maybe just for the mukbangs, because it is distracting and I have ADD, so my head is always like all over the place. But yeah, I hope you guys like this mukbang. Comment down below whatever you think. Have a great day. Hope you had a great 4th of July. And yeah, see you guys later.